have so many headlines we would like to discuss this morning. First of all, this early, we're going to start with joining Rufai Oseni to give us his thoughts on the headlines this morning. And after that, it is our thing to do. We're going to just open the lines and let you talk, and we amplify whatever you have to say. So right away, let's go to Rufai Oseni. Good morning and welcome to the program, Rufai.
Morning, Andrew. Thanks for having me. Always a delight as always, and I'm ready to take on the stories this morning.
Okay, let's just go to some of these stories. We may not exhaust all of them, but let's begin with the federal government weighs policy tweaks as Middle East war lingers.
Yeah, I mean, government definitely will have to weigh policy tweaks, but the question is, how are you going to cushion the effect of this increased price of petrol? I think that's the most important thing. All of this that federal government is trying to give out 100,000 or 10,000, I don't know the number, tweaks of CNG. Yeah. It's not a policy tweak. You need to be able to cushion the effect on people. South Korea, for instance, has gone for price control, where they have fixed the price of petrol and they say it can't go more than a certain length or more than a certain price. And I think that's what the government should be doing. You must be able to have one level of subsidy and remember. You see, when the subsidy bill came, I campaigned for subsidy removal, but I also campaigned for a removal that has an effect on the lives of people, where you have a systematic structure, where things are getting a whole lot better for the people, where when you have extra shocks, you must be able to have a level of buffer. Alright? So, in as much as, and even when you look at the subsidy removal argument, the reason government said it wanted to remove subsidy, it's been defeated. So the subsidy removal was not even necessary in the first place. Because all the savings are not being spent on the people. If government said they were going to remove subsidy and they were going to plow the money into lives of people, and the healthcare couldn't get the needed spending, capital expenditure only got 36 million in healthcare, then the argument was flawed. Part of the things they lied to the people when they said the NNPC refinery will work, it's not working. So a lot of their arguments was even flawed. And that's why they misrepresented things with the subsidy removal.
Yeah.
Well, so at this point in time, with their so-called savings, the question is what have they been able to do with the people? So if they've not been able to do with the people, and go and check, almost every nation on earth has some level of form of energy buffers for the people. So if they've not been able to do that, at this point in time, it's time for them to be able to have energy buffers. Not by saying CNG and all of that. No, that's not going to cut it. Because you don't have a total adoption rate of CNG. Sharing CNG kits doesn't change anything. The major thing people use, it still has to be the petrol, and you have to come in and add buffers. Maybe you're going to do it to the NNPC. I don't know.
But in a country where it's a monopoly, when you talk about the oil market, it's a private business that is concerned about the welfare of the people as it is. How can they do what you're proposing, like Japan, you said, has a price control? Can that work in Nigeria where they have no control at all? No refineries, nothing?
Pure simple. Subsidize the level of crude you give to Dangote, prices will automatically come down. Dangote still buy crude from the NNPC at international rates. So if you subsidize the rates at which the allocation of crude you give to them, then the prices will precipitously come down. I heard the price came down yesterday by Dangote because also on the international scene, price of Brent has come down to about 84 because of Trump said, the rhetoric about the war was ending. Yeah. And there was another spoof news yesterday where a U.S. trade official was talking about the fact that they had escorted a ship through the Strait of Hormuz, which turned out to be a lie because he deleted the post afterwards. But subsidize what you give to Dangote refinery. And also the NNPC does have reserve. Don't forget the NNPC is in the game of still bringing petroleum products in. And most of these petroleum products are in the tank farms of other marketers. So if you bring products in, if you do that, then put in a level of cushioning of some sort.
Well, we hear that a lot of marketers are still selling above 1,002 in spite of Dangote reducing the gantry price by 100 naira. So I don't know what the government can do about
so Dangote reducing the gantry price by 100 naira from about 1,000 something. It's still about 1,070 or thereabout.
Yeah.
So from the gantry price to loading it up to the end terminal where people are going to get the pump, prices will still be around that range of 1,000, maybe 100 and 150 to 200. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's okay. So this is the time the government is pushing, because with the subsidy removal, the arguments they made, it has turned out to be false and a lie. Because what they claimed was they were going to reinvest the money into the lives of people. You didn't see that reinvestment. In fact, what they have done is put the money into projects that are hyper-voluted, like the coastal road. That project, for instance, you are doing 47.7 kilometers of road with over $1 billion. So what's the spending? And so you're doing 47. Just imagine this. You're doing 47 kilometers of road for over $1 billion, where your healthcare budget, your capital healthcare budget of over 200 billion, you only funded it with 36 million naira. Does that spending make sense at all? Does it show the government that thinks of opportunity costs? Doesn't.
But it's the same government that is giving 11.5 billion for a committee that is going to talk about the budget. So, what do you expect?
And so you can see that it shows that the government does not really think. They're so concerned about it. So, let me even shock you. Oh, okay, is it the 11 billion I'm talking about?
Yes.
Let me excite you a bit. Let me make you frenetic this morning. This same government spent over 150 million naira on one event to talk about women's health.
Yeah, I remember that.
But the total capital budget for the healthcare sector that will also involve women's health was just only 36 million naira they could bring out. So, and these are the people that make the argument that, the person they get from subsidy, they will. The other argument they are quick to make is, we are not showing the resource to the states, but we are not still feeling the impacts. So what about the part of the so-called subsidy money you claim you retain? What are you doing with it? The other day, the NNPC and government was having a dispute over money. President Tinubu recently passed an executive order that all the revenue should come straight to the government, not the NNPC. So they've not really told us the corruption that went on. And those were part of the things I was arguing then. That before you even remove subsidy, tell us the corruption that went on in the NNPC. Let's even have a forensic audit. Because it was shrouded in a lot of lies. Now, do you also know that as of May 2023, when President Tinubu said subsidy gone, subsidy was still paid till about January, February, March of 2024 before the NNPC now finally came to say subsidy was gone. So as at the time we were buying at 600 naira per litre, you were still paying subsidies then, but they never told us that. So it's shrouded in a lot of secrecy, and that's why even the argument doesn't make sense again.
Okay, what about the situation where we're moving away from the subsidy thing or the fuel thing? India, others reject Tinubu's envoys over tenor policy.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's something called an agreement for every ambassador. So there's a handshake. But you see, most countries are very iffy, especially when you have a lower time limit till the end of that tenure or expiration of that tenure. So President Tinubu puts an ambassador in just 1 year before he goes. I mean, those countries are always looking and say, so do we have a possibility of not preparing an agreement if President Tinubu doesn't get re-elected and you have a new person that's succeeded, or even if he gets re-elected, in a case where he says, okay, I changed my mind, I want to solicit, I want to give other people this political favor, do we now change real quickly? So the international partners, they want a level, of solidity. And that's what they are not getting with all of this process. And it goes back to President Tinubu. He left it too long for this to happen.
Probably because they think one tenor is not enough. It has to be 2 tenors, and they were looking at that he was going to come back. Maybe the confidence they are having.
Let's see, it turns out it's the Nigerian people that are determining that.
But what does this say about Nigeria in the Committee of Nations when we're deciding things to do according to how we feel is right at home on the international scene?
It's haphazard. It's true that we do things in a very haphazard way. I mean, I don't need to prove to you how many times we've done things very haphazard in the international scene. It's very haphazard.
Okay, let's go to the international scene. Iranian parliament speaker is saying we're not seeking a ceasefire. They are ready for war no matter how long it takes.
So truth is, We are not seeking a ceasefire, but we all need a ceasefire at this point in time. There was a conversation that some of the GCC nations, the Middle Eastern nations, are beginning to have these conversations with them. And I think at some point they should be able to break a ceasefire because it's not sustainable on both parts. The human cost, over 1,000 people dead, and the economic situation in the GCC, for instance, over 40,000 Americans evacuated. You know, it's not a way forward. But I also suspect that America has also tried to deal with decisive blow because at the Fairford RAF base, some B-2 bombers, some B-series bombers, and anytime America is deploying the big bombers, you know they're using it for heavy payload bombing.
Yeah.
You know, so they're deploying that to Iran. That just flew off yesterday from Britain. Keir Starmer has finally given them the chance to use his base. So if they drop a couple of B-2 bombs and everything, let's see how that's not going to change that. And the resolve of the Iranian people will still be strong, and we'll see how this part. But at some point, maybe this week or next week, there should be a ceasefire. And it's not sustainable. It's a war without strategy America has gone into, and it shows. I mean, The Economist did an article. In fact, it was the headline of The Economist magazine for last week, where they say, a war without strategy. And that's what America is doing. It's not sustainable. What they had hoped for didn't happen. You killed Ayatollah, regime change didn't happen because the Iranians have layers upon layers upon layers of leadership ecosystem there, and we're able to burst through that. It's not a sustainable one.
Okay, for the next few minutes, I'll just give you a free hand to make a choice of the headlines you would like to touch, because our time is running out with you. So we have like 2, 3, 4 minutes.
Okay, a couple of things I'd like to touch. In all fairness to President Tinubu, there have been some success in oil deals. I mean, just the other day, he did the OPS 2451, the Malawi one.
Yeah.
He did that deal. This one is finally given permission that will lead to a final investment decision, FID, for BSW8. So that's Bonga Southwest Aparo. So Bonga Southwest Aparo is a stratified field that has a combination of many OMLs, OML 118, that's the oil mining license, used to be, I think, formerly OPL 121, was run by Shell, and OML 132, OML 114. Knock on wood, it could give you 150,000 to 190,000 barrels per day. Seismic activity was happened on that field in 1996, and they finally dug about 1,000 meters deep inside. And when seismic activities happened, they saw mycene turbidity. So I'm going geographical this morning, but I mean, your basic geology, mycene turbidity is like that sedimentary rock formation that has formed between 5 to about 34 years. You know, there are different sedimentary rock formations that leads to the production of what you call crude oil. And when you look at the word petrol, originally is a Latin word for rock oil. So most of it comes from rock formations. So there's the Jurassic sedimentation, there's other sedimentations out there. So, but this mycene sedimentation was discovered, and they've been trying to prospect and get investment for it. I mean, it's not worked over the years, one way or the other. There's been a lot of conflict as regards it, but finally, the oil major Shell, Eni, and the likes are going to be doing a deal around this. With this presidential approval, they should use FID, that's final investment decision, next year. And that would bring in about $20 billion US to be able to run out that well. It's also going to provide some gas and add to our gas stocks. Definitely, they're going to use something called an FPSO. FPSO means a floating production, storage and a floating. So it's a form of a ship, So for deep wells like that, you use an FPSO because you cannot build the platforms there, because it's deep, the remote terrain and all of that. So you need ingress and egress. So an FPSO will be used. And it will bring some vital investment in the oil and gas sector. So it's a boom period for the oil and gas sector. And as I disagree with President Tinubu and many other things, but as regards getting a deal in the oil and gas sector, there's been some good improvement compared to other administration. So that's a win for his government.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Rufai, would like to thank you for your time this morning. We wish you a wonderful day today.
Thanks for having me, well. Thank you. Bless you.
Bless you too. Okay, that was Rufai Hosseini talking to us on the headlines this morning. It's time for us to connect with you right now. We're opening our lines shortly for you to call in and tell us what you think. But let me just remind you of some of the headlines that we may not have touched with Rufai. Appeal court fallout, PDP governors Wike camp move to open reconciliation talks. UNESCO hails OT's education reforms, pledges support. OT, that means Alex OT of Abia State. Tinubu orders deployment of 100,000 CNG kits in 3 weeks. That's to cushion the effect of global crisis now that is a fallout from the war in the Middle East between America, Israel, and Iran. So President Bola Tinubu has directed the immediate deployment of 100,000 compressed natural gas conversion kits within the next 2 to 3 weeks to cushion the impact of rising petrol and diesel costs on Nigerians. The executive chairman of the Presidential Initiative on Compressed Natural Gas, Ismail Ahmed, disclosed this on Tuesday after a meeting with the president at the State House Abuja. Ahmed said the directive was informed by the ongoing war in the Middle East and its impact on global petroleum prices, which have increased transportation costs for Nigerians. So this is not 100,000 buses. Don't get it twisted. It is not 100,000 buses. It's CNG kits. So people can access this 100,000 kits. So if you are a private car owner, you can access it. If you are a commercial bus driver, you can access it and all that. So maybe at a subsidized rate, but you'll still have to pay. So that is where we are to cushion the effect. And you know also that a lot of buses have this CNG in their buses. They use CNG, compressed natural gas, for their buses, but they charge the same as the ones that are using the usual petrol. So maybe something else has to be done about this as well. That, like Rufai said, in some countries they're going for price control, where they tag some things at a particular threshold that it cannot go beyond. So maybe Nigeria should be looking at that as well, because if you give people CNG and you're expecting the prices of the price of transportation to come down, and it doesn't come down, then the aim is defeated. So what do you need to do beyond giving the kits out to people? Okay, federal government weighs policy tweaks in the Middle East as war lingers. We've talked about that with Rufai. Dangote now supplies 92% of petrol as federal government pauses imports. Okay. And then we have India orders reject Tinubu's envoy over tenure policy. We trashed that too. Tinubu orders deployment of, okay, we have that as well. On the Vanguard newspaper, we were taking those ones from the Punch newspaper. On the Vanguard, we have why some groups are after me. That is according to the ex-IGP Egbetokun. A security, okay. Tajuddin Oladele disclosed that the former Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, sustained media attacks against his leadership stemming from efforts by entrenched interest resisting reform he introduced to sanitize the Nigeria police force. In an account of his tenure, the expert says the police chief said one of the earliest challenges he confronted upon assuming office was the widespread falsification of service records within the force. Okay, so now we have his side of the story. You may just want to read. He is saying he is being witch hunted, or they are just after him because of vested interest, you know. So you might want to read that story. Middle East war. Dangote reduces gantry price to 1,075 naira as crude drops to $88 per barrel. Okay. On the Sun newspaper, India orders reject Tinubu's ambassadors over tenure concern is also there. War, federal government moves to evacuate Nigerians from Iran, and so many other stories as well. Okay. On the Guardian newspaper, we also have fuel prices, passengers stranded as transporters hike fares in Calabar. And I think that is a story that we could say happened everywhere in Nigeria because of the hike in fuel prices. Nowadays, people make a budget at the beginning of the month or at the end of the month for the next month. Whatever you have kept for that month as transportation may be doubled or tripled because of this. And you can imagine. And the worst of all is that we know that some people might even lose their jobs because they were not able to make it to the office. That's how our employers are. They don't care what the situation is. So I'm using this time to beg employers, you need to understand. If it is possible for some of your employees to work a few days and then stay off a few days, please do that. If it's possible to get accommodation for them, those that must have to come close to the office so that they can use that temporarily as they come to work, please do that. Whatever it is that you can do, just understand that the situation is very, very hard on people. Don't just fire and hire because you have the power to do so. Understand with people. Okay, Turaki-led PDP hold BOT meeting amid crisis. That's on the Daily Trust newspaper. I'll support you. That is Matawale welcoming Governor Lawal to APC. And Makinde is saying we are just 2 governors left in PDP, but we are not bothered. All right. That's confidence there. Okay, we move to another newspaper, the Daily Post newspaper. Nigerian filling stations reduce fuel price after Dangote cut. Some filling stations have reduced pump prices on Tuesday after Dangote refinery's 100 naira per litre gantry price cut. Reports are saying that some stations like Rain Oil and Sharon filling stations in Abuja slightly dropped fuel prices by 20 naira to 1,330 per litre on Tuesday from 1,350, and the list goes on and on of people. But the bottom line is it is still above 1,000 naira. Unilag ASU begins indefinite strike. Unilag ASU begins indefinite strike. The Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU, University of Lagos Unilag chapter, is set to embark on an indefinite strike. The union attributed reasons for the industrial action to what it described as amputated salaries received from the university management in January and February of 2026. Okay, so another strike. Is it another strike too many? But see what is happening in our country today. And we also have reports. It's not on the headline right now. Students of School of Nursing in Unizik were protesting. Was it yesterday or the day before yesterday? And guess what? Their fees have gone up from 90,000 naira to about 500,000 naira. That's the reality now. So even to study how to save lives is a very, very expensive thing now. A lot of people will change courses. A lot of people will be discouraged. A lot of people will not go into that field anymore. And that is the reality on ground. The parents of these students are still earning the same either salary or they're still going to the market and their gains may not have changed. But here we are. Okay, so these are the things you look at when you're trying to vote in the next election. How is education accessible in Nigeria? How is security in Nigeria? How is the economy in Nigeria? How is everything? If you ask all these relevant questions and you get the answers, it should help you decide what to do in 2027. And that's why you need to have your PVC. Whatever it takes, make sure you have your PVC ready so that you can do the needful. So let's open the lines now. 0700 903 903 903, 0700 903 903 903, or 080 36 92 9933. 080 36 92 9933. You can also send us a WhatsApp message or call us on WhatsApp on 081 7175 6338. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. My brother, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
My name is Innocent. I'm calling from Amuwa, the state.
Okay, go on, Innocent.
Please, I want to talk about this Nigerians being disappointed in this government. For me, I'm not disappointed. I believe this is what it's supposed to be. Because, since we are Nigeria have started, this side of Nigeria have never been 100% in government. Let us see how they do that. We always say northerners. Now we have seen the southerners, and from southwest here where we are now, everybody has seen. Because, Awolowo did not get it. And Abiola did not get it for us to see how their own way. And Obasanjo is 50% Nigeria, 50% southwest man. Because how I see it, almost all the time is military, and military can be anywhere in this country called Nigeria. So what am I trying to say? People should stop being disappointed. Because this side of the country, they like theory. They are not good in practical. And the life does not manage by theory sometimes. You have to come down and bring it to your people for the days you are doing. Because all these grammars are flying left and right. At last, we are not going to get anything tangible in our hand. They should watch it as really. I know 2027 will not be easy for the previous government on power now. Particularly reason. Because we forget whatever governors they are following, they are entering there, they are even annoyed entering there because they see one man is dragging them up all around. The church is not the problem. So what am I trying to say? Those who are feeling disappointed should calm down. It's good that we have tried now. We have seen how far. Tomorrow it will not happen to us again as a country. Jonathan did it. We see how Southwest did their own, and they are perfectly fine. And somehow Southeast have managed the kind of visit. We see how they are not have done whatever they do. We see how far they are going. Now we are in this other side of life. We are now see how they are going. At last, we now know who are we and we are going to give our mandates to manage. Because I cannot tell you this thing. How I'm seeing this grammar cannot help Nigerians. Theory is very difficult to.
All right.
Capital is the next answer. And this current in what they call Iran. I'm happy for whatever happening there now, because God does not pay people bad when you are not bad. That man now that Nigeria, I know when they drink something, 13 containers in Nigeria, they say it's from Iran. Who brought it? Nobody said. They want to consider that. Now Nigerians are crying. Some of them are crying because this man is no more there. And Trump is not a kid. I'm begging to that president to come back to Nigeria and have a base in Nigeria. Whatever you can bargain with this current president, this is opportunity for America to have a base. So they will monitor Niger. Because this Niger, this Iranian supplier, they are taking from Niger to wherever they are taking. They should know where they are taking all those things because of nuclear weapon. So that's what I can say. Let us have our head together. Thank you. May God bless you.
Thank you very much. Hello, good morning.
Morning, Yaku. My name is Robert from Apapa.
Okay, Robert.
That reconciliation that the court said Wike and the other people should reconcile. If I thought they reconcile, for me, it's a kangaroo reconciliation. Wike has already made up his mind that he will support Tinubu. That reconciliation will not make PDP to feed the presidential candidate in the next election. If I thought they say they want to agree, you understand? Wike has already stated this position. So for me, that reconciliation is just a deceit, maybe to themselves or to Nigerians. Then on this Iran war that has made the fuel price to skyrocket in Nigeria here. My brother, Adibi will have refineries. Like 3, 4, 5 refineries here. There's no way somebody will tell me that Nigeria will be bearing this pain, because you have the crude there. You just take it to your own refinery and refine it. Then the one you are exporting, you make more money there. That is how the thing works. But by the time you have your logatute to go outside and import crude, and you bring it back here, sell it, you use the dollar to measure it. How do you think Nigerians will not suffer? Would you think Dangote? Adibi Dangote is not in place. Where do you think Nigeria will be now? Maybe the marketer will be telling us a liter of fuel is 5,000, and Nigeria will not have any option because there's no, the government has already removed subsidy. And now before I drop, let me tell you. See, it does not make sense for somebody to say, I want to. The people that have ruled this country, to me, they don't have a successive plan. they know that this oil is our major problem. Nobody have a plan that, okay, let me build a refinery. If at all I cannot complete it, the next government that will come will complete it. Is it not funny that we call ourselves an oil producing country and we don't have refinery? South Africa, go there, ask how many refineries they are. It's a small country that are not up to us, that don't even have, some of them have refinery. And we call ourselves a giant of Africa. It's a shame to our leaders, honestly. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you. What's your name?
My name is Sunday Daniel from Badagry.
Please speak out a little bit more.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Before President Tinubu removed subsidy, how much was the pump price for petrol and if you stop lying on Iran and Israel, Donald Trump bombing Iran on top fuel price in Nigeria. So far, they have already removed the subsidy. It's not because of Iran and U.S. fighting. That is why petrol are rising up in Nigeria. They should stop lying. It's not okay. It's not okay. We are suffering in Nigeria. We are suffering. People are dying. It's not okay. They should stop it. They need solution. They were not ruling democracy as they supposed to rule it in Nigeria. They are not ruling democracy in Nigeria. It's not okay. And we are suffering. We are dying. Good morning, sir. Thank you.
Good morning. Thank you very much. Okay.
Yeah.
Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Morning to you.
Yeah, good morning. This is Daniel Obinna calling from Oshodi.
Go on, Daniel.
Okay. First of all, well, it's so unfortunate knowing that what is happening at the international scene and the way it's affecting the economy, mostly the oil sector. Now, I think the government should look for a way to provide caution. I mean, so that people can also won't feel the effect of the war. I don't know what government can do. Is that how to bring down the fuel price and all that. Now, government giving out CNG kits and all that. You still find out that we as a people are still having problem. You see them charging the same thing as what the normal buses are charging. So what's the difference coming from? We as a people, we also have our own part to play. We have our own part to play. Some of us are doing less than those in power. Then sorry, I want to make a correction. Your being a good leader doesn't have anything to do with wherever you go, wherever you're from.
Yeah.
Either you're a Ghana or an Igbo or an Hausa or Calabar, Ibibio, Kanuri, and the rest.
I agree.
It has nothing to do with where you are coming from. So I want to look on that for scholar. Please, you shouldn't generalize whatever that is happening. And that's the problem I have with some people. When you say Southwest has done their own, what's the business between Southwest and you being a good leader? Thank you very much and good morning.
Thank you. I was going to even talk about that. It's true. It is not like Southwest has shown us how they can be. North has shown us what they can be and all that. A good leader is a good leader. A bad leader is a bad leader. Wherever they come from, doesn't matter. We had an Ikpazu in Abia State. We also have Alex Oti in Abia State. People who are singing praises of Abia State now cannot say that Ikpazu is not from Abia because he was a bad leader. If he was a bad leader, that's what I'm saying. But if you compare the two of them, there are people who are singing praise for the new governor. So if you are a good leader and you emerge anytime, anywhere, you are a good leader. If you're a bad one, your people did not send you to be bad, to go and be bad. That's what I've always said on this show. And thank you for that correction. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning, Bango.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is UC from Apapa.
UC, go on.
Mr. Yango, the reason why we are having a crisis with this issue right now is because, like the previous caller said for the last one, that we have the refinery, we are exporting crude, and we are importing oil. Now, we know that the Strait of Hormuz is shut down because of the war by Iran. If it's me, I will do the same thing. Yes, but it's not to say that some other countries who export oil that are not from that Middle East, we have this fuel challenge, a hike of fuel challenge. No, Russia is not doing that right now. Fuel price in Russia is high. They are taking advantage of the turmoil right now to make money from the oil market. They are exporting oil right now to India and other parts that want to buy. They should go and buy from India. That is the truth. Now, the ruling of the court that the two PDP factions should unite, that court is a kangaroo court. How can you tell two enemies to become friends politically because you are reckoning with the center? It's wrong. Now, let me speak to Donald Trump. 23 years ago, American media with George Bush told that Saddam Hussein possesses weapon of mass destruction, Yangoro and the Christian. The other time I quoted Rabbi Jonathan Losag, the Jewish rabbi. I read a lot of Jewish tales and stories and books a lot. So I'm not far from the activities of the international community. Yangoro has very over 30 years of my life, over global events. And George Bush convinced the world, deceived the world through Colin Powell that America and Saddam Hussein possessed weapon of mass destruction. He went there. He killed a lot of people. He caught Saddam. He hanged him on the day of Salah and lied that Saddam Hussein should be killed on the day of Salah. 23 years later, before then, we knew that Saddam Hussein did not do anything. Saddam never possessed weapon of mass destruction. The then CIA director, George Tenet, wrote a book, 2007. He said the book is titled At the Center of Storm. He accused George Bush of being a murderer and a killer, that their hands are stained with blood, that he distilled everybody before the war in Iraq. I don't know if they didn't see anything. This current Spanish Prime Minister, Pedro Sanchez, he said that when Trump ordered that he use their airspace to strike, he said, no, I'm not going to give him my airspace. That this one in Iran right now is an extraordinary mistake. That will let us to fight an empty war. Our country die on the name of NATO. We let NATO 30-something country to Iraq to kill for no reason. Now, please, just should know. I know he's a power drunkard. Let me tell you how I know. Each time he comes to talk, he will say, we have the most powerful military in the world. Nobody's asking that nonsense. How do you know it's only when that is powerful? I know China, Russia, they have large capacity. They don't make no military might. Iran has a right to build defense, but they don't have the right to build no weapon. As I speak to you, Israel possesses 99 nuclear warheads, Jericho 2, Jericho 3. Now, even though Iran is building, but the IAEA, they've gone there, they said they didn't say anything. The same way they reported in Iraq. You just want to demilitarize them, weaken them militarily, for Israel to be the only power in the Middle East. Ballistic missiles is not an offense. You said you are rebuilding nuclear facility again. Mr. Yanguru, less than 6 months after you used bunker bomb with B2 speedy bomber to destroy the facility, you brag you've done that. How could it be possible less than 6 months again for them to facilitate these facilities again? It's not possible. Now you said they should stop building ballistic. They say no, you don't tell us that. Ballistic missiles are anybody.
Okay.
Hello? Yeah. The next thing, say they are building long range. That in the future they will reach America. Everybody has right to build a fence.
Okay. Your network is no longer friendly. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Yango.
Yeah, I can hear you. Go on.
Yeah. This is Afam. I'm calling from Egypt.
Okay, Afam, go on.
Please, I have two incidents to report, please, before I contribute to the news this morning.
Okay.
Please, there is some gang robbers are disturbing people at Olifti bus stop. A lot of people has been harmed there. What they do is that once they see a vehicle that is coming, they will stay inside one of those little bush there or across to the mirror. They will now throw a stone to the glass of the motor or anything that is, or to the windscreen. They will just throw a stone to distract the motor. If the motor now eventually stops, they will now move in there and rob the motor and take whatever they want to take. So this thing has been happening at Oluti, like if you're going to Yanoba or thereabouts. So this thing happened. Even yesterday, there was people that experienced that incident yesterday. So they complain about it. So please let the Lagos State Commissioner send some policemen to go there and.
Luti, you call it the Luti bus stop?
Yes, a Luti bus stop, yes.
Okay.
That place is very, very bad now. By 7 o'clock, this will be the start from 7 o'clock towards the evening time.
Okay. Wow.
So please let them do something about it.
Okay.
And again, yesterday when I was returning back from somewhere I went, I saw a couple of policemen standing on the road at Alaba. I think that was at Alaba side. They were standing at the bridge there. They were, collecting money from the people, the crippled drivers. Collecting 200 naira from them. You see, we're talking about corruption. You see what is happening. The fuel now is high. Transportations, they have added money to transport. Then the police are on the road collecting money from the corporate that people manage. I don't even know how we think. And these police people, it's the DPOs that dispatch them out from the police this thing to go to Meroad and do all these things. And they're not even in one place, in two places. Some are up, some are down, close to the bridge there. And they're there collecting money from all these minibus transporters. And at the end of the day, they will still put the same money on the passengers' heads to pay, because they have already paid. They will pay off their 200, they will come down, they will pay 200. How much are they collecting on transportation? And fuel now is expensive. So please, let the commissioner of Lagos do something about this. It's getting out of hand, please.
Thank you.
Then thank you very much. And yes, thank you so much. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, I hope the authorities are listening. If there is a bus stop that is a flashpoint for armed robbers, I think policemen should be deployed to that place, or maybe they should do investigations. Whatever needs to be done to make sure people are safe. This is the time to do it. We already have too many problems to face the problems from authorities that should be protecting us again. So please, the Commissioner of Police, do something about it. The extortion is getting out of hand, according to the caller, and also the armed robbers that are having a field day in a particular area. Please also do something about it. Okay. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning to you.
Young girl, the person speaking is Adolphus from Oyibo.
Okay, go on, Adolphus.
Yeah, I would like your program to focus on states of the federation. People should tell us what is really happening in the various states as regards the oil windfall, the money that is being disbursed to states arising from the fuel subsidy. You see, a lot of things are going on in the state, and for Imo State, I can testify what is going on there. There are a lot of development going on. State institutions like medical and educational are being turned to federal institutions. Rules are being expanded. There is electricity projects going on everywhere. So people should focus on their states. Even health problems, health issues. They have health institutions being built in every local government. Even my state, where I come from, my local government, the secondary school there have been turned to federal institutions. So we are in Lagos there, speaking, we don't read, we don't travel. Like last December, federal government gave all transporters loan, billions to purchase luxury buses. But transportation did not come down. They were charging almost 80,000 to go to East. Now they resorted to 25,000. And then there was no fuel increase. We should focus on all those things. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Hello, good morning.
Mr. Yango.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, I'm back.
Keep it
So
short.
let me round up. Yeah, Mr. Yango. Later, again, less than 20 years, Gaddafi was killed. They said they want to install democracy in Libya. I'm a Christian. I follow international media a lot. I've invested my life there to know much like Nigeria here in my country. So I laugh when I hear about media's first issue of terrorism. Everybody have proxy. And remember, the word terrorism is not synonymous to politics. After all, IPOB was prescribed here. Are they actually terrorism? But they have a violent tendency before they prescribe them. You cannot be killing people. You are not supposed to carry arms. That's the truth of life. What am I trying to say? He's not bragging that he must be part of choosing the supreme leader, spiritual leader of an Islamic state, a religion that is not part of you. Who does that? Is that not arrogance? Now, when on earth, in a conflict, the heads of authority becomes the targets. Killing the president, like you are killing the head of Anglican Church now, for instance, worldwide, you are justifying it. For what reason are you going to do something like that? For what reason, Mr. Yanko? Let us be reasonable in this world. Let us be reasonable. Let us be reasonable in this world. Today is somebody else. Tomorrow they will come to you as an Africa. You don't have capacity to be strength. I'm not supporting nuclear weapons, but every country has rights to be strength and defense. Don't say I should not be ballistic missiles. I'm not building nuclear weapon. So in the future, now you attack me, I will not have strong missiles to attack you. That is not how to think. There are supposed to stop being that arrogant that he will be part of choosing a spiritual head of a foreign service state, a Middle East state, a country that has history biblically before America got existed. Mr. God, let us be mistaken for God's sake. It is getting me angry. Have a great day, sir.
You too, have a great day. Okay, let's take some messages, beginning with this one from Mazio Gochuku, aka Elder General from Isheri Oshun. Dangote has gotten the opportunity to increase pump price he has been waiting for since he opened his refinery. APC should stop this stomach infrastructure campaign with branded foods in a slap to our country. It is a slap to our country. Politicians vying for political positions should have a good and serious business they are doing as a criteria, because most of them, politics is their only hope. That is why most of them lack integrity and see defection as a way of survival. Please free Mazi Namdi Kanu. Okay. This one is saying, good morning, VOP. My name is Comfort Effiong from Isolo. The pain of innocent Nigerians is heavy on our hearts, but we refuse to lose hope. No matter how dark the night may seem, light will surely rise again over our nation. O God, arise and defend the helpless Nigeria. Let every plan that brings suffering to our people or to your people be turned into justice and restoration. Nigeria will not be destroyed by evil leadership. Our nation will rise stronger, united, and filled with hope. Thank you very much, Comfort. You always give us comfort with your messages. Okay. This one is saying, let's call a spade a spade. The confession and statement made by Sheikh Gumi is nothing but the truth. I am sure we all remember a statement made by former late military president that if an insurgent lasts for more than 48 hours, the government is involved. The confidence at which Sheikh Gumi is confronting the government with such an allegation calls for a great concern. It's now left for the government to debunk this allegation, not only by talking, but with strong action to stop these terrorists and bandits from kidnapping, killing innocent citizens. Finally, let's stop deceiving ourselves. We all know the importance of fuel in this country, in which when the price goes up, it will affect virtually every other sector of the economy. The economic hardship that Nigerians are facing today is due to the removal of fuel subsidy. I can tell you for free that as of today, Nigerians are yet to recover and the economy is yet to balance. The most annoying is the failure of our government to plan ahead of unforeseen circumstances. Take, for instance, the war going on between Iran and US. Had it been that we have at least one national functioning or functional refinery that will support Dangote refinery, we won't be in this terrible situation. My advice to Mr. President, who is also the Minister of Petroleum and the master strategist, is for him on the short run, grant license to smaller modular refineries to increase production of diesel and petrol in the country, which I strongly believe will crash the price down, rather than destroying these modular refineries. Wow, God bless Nigeria. Temi Tokwe Onatoye from Ijegamo community. Thank you very much for your message. Okay, hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you. Good morning. Yeah, go ahead. Okay, go on.
You see, this my brother, you see, he said that he studied this international he did not study anything about Iran, telling you the truth. He did not tell us about Hezbollah and Hamas, the two terrorist groups that have been sponsored by Iran. Very dangerous. Iran, he said that Iran is not did not have any nuclear site. Iran was building a nuclear. Iran is a terrorist country sponsoring terrorism. And America is afraid. America is the police word of this world. If not for America, this world would have been finished. They say if a nuclear weapon enter into the hands of these terrorists called Iran and these their leaders, supreme leaders, what will happen to the world? That, you know, what is nuclear weapon? America send their.
Okay, maybe you'll have to call us back because we lost that message. Hello, good morning. Hello?
Hello,
good morning.
Good morning. This is Douglas speaking from Mushi.
Okay, go on, Douglas.
So, I want to make a little contribution. You see, our parents, none of us want to take responsibility. We all have share of this problem. The family we are talking about. If you put somebody there, would they manage to get, you know, the corruption, settling themselves, we blame government, we don't blame ourselves. All government have its own share of blame. We all have our own share of blame. We go to teaching hospital, let's see what is happening. See how we bring down every institution that is put in place. So we all have blame. All of us, we need unification. Nigeria needs citizenship, education, and orientation. That we can do this as is done outside the world. Have fear. If there is check and balances, people will do things with fear. Fear, having fear meaning that tomorrow it can be against you tomorrow. Because as long as we do in a great nation, we can't do it and hide. But since we think that we can do it and hide, we store institutions, we put things down, and the more we try to fix them, and the more we do them down. How do you expect the NPC to start? Thank you very much.
Thank you. Hello, good morning. Yes, sir. Good morning.
Morning.
Yeah.
Morning.
Oh, I didn't get
you. You see, I have been listening to people that have spoken. So what I want to tell them is that, do you think that Trump is a stupid man or is a drunkard? You don't know what is happening in Iran? Why people are saying that Trump intervening in Iran, a sovereign nation, this and that? Trump knows them very well. If he said Obama have to be arrested because he supported them, Obama went there when he was in power. I don't know how much they say that Obama give to them, this and that, blah, blah. Trump is not a stupid man. I want Trump, this thing that he's doing in Iran, to intervene it in Nigeria so that we can have freedom. Nigerians can have, poor masses can have freedom in Nigeria. How can, in America, do they have one party system? But in Nigeria here, this man have used money and bought all the whole governors to enter APC. Is that how the democracy used to practice? What are we talking? Some people say they don't know what they are saying. They'll come to this thing and be confusing people, telling people lies. Trump know what he's doing. He said that Trump is looking for Iran oil, this and that.
America in the next 1 million years, they have oil that they will use. So what are we talking? Why people are confusing people and telling people Trump, keep on with your good job. I want you to intervene in Nigeria matter so that we can have a freedom. Because what we are seeing now, I don't know where we are going. Please, that's what I want to say. Thank you, Yango.
Thank you very much.
Good morning. This no on a number. I know if you grab on a number easily. You know they call them so fast. So if I call them then I call them 1-1. And they don't see the background.
Okay. Yet you are able to connect with us here and tell us that you cannot get our number. That's how it is. Anyway, let me call the number again for the benefit of those who are joining us for the first time and they have not heard our number before. It's very easy. Our name is Voice of the People. Our dial is 903, and that is 90.3 FM. So the first number is just our dial in 3 places when you dial the first 0700. So it goes 0700 903 903 903. That should be simple enough. If you remember Voice of the People 90.3 FM, you know that 903 in 3 places. Just add that one to the first 0700. That's the number. So it shouldn't be very difficult to call us. The next number is 080 3692 9933. I call it twice all the time so that it doesn't sound too fast. 080, let me break it down now, 3692 9933. That's the other number to call. But if you're calling with WhatsApp or you're sending us a message on WhatsApp, it's 081 71 75 6338. 081 71 75 6338. I hope that is slow enough for all of us to be able to grasp. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
This is Mr. Wabeze from Oshodi.
Wabeze, go ahead.
Please, Mr. Yabo.
Yes, sir.
I want to appeal to you.
Yes, sir.
No caller should have privilege and no privilege over others. Somebody called and used minutes to talk. And the person called back another time again. They have the same problem using minutes again. They are depriving others of the opportunity. If we start to talk what is in our mind, we cannot finish it for minute tonight. So let's manage time very well, please, to accommodate many callers. That is one. And the argument about Trump legibility of going to war in Iran and the availability of nuclear weapons in Iran, that one is not in dispute. Even the Iranian government confirmed they have their nuclear sites, 3 places. One in Isfahan, the other one in Cruz, I've forgotten the names. The IAEA agency, that is headed by Gussi, confirmed they are even the one who raised the alarm that the level of enrichment of uranium in Iran is getting to a height that it can produce nuclear weapons. And that's what brought concern to Arab wars and neighbors around Iran. It's not only Israel and America, only that they have the power. You can see that other Arab nations are quiet because their safety the Americans are fighting for. And let me recite it again. The action of America in Iran now is serving us even here in Nigeria, especially here, is a regime from Iran. They are the sponsors. It has been confirmed over and over again. So what are we talking about? Let's not, and you know, to Trump as a human being has his shortcomings, like any other person. But what we are about is the policy. Yes, there are no place they say that America went to and they now have issues. If there is no crack on the wall, the blizzard will not come penetrate. If we are not having terrorism issue in Nigeria, have America been including issues? So forget about oil. How much oil do you have? If they can even have oil and guarantee of security, is it not better than we are having oil? We are those who are suffering the money, we don't know what they're doing with it. Security becomes an issue. We are looking for 210 trillion. Was taken as a joke. But it has not been disputed by the government. Rather, we're having the president forgiving any piece of that money. So how do we marry the people? Let's allow America to do what they're doing over there. It's for the safety of the world. Iran is a threat to the whole world, let him know, both Muslim countries and other countries. It's not about Christianity or Judaism or otherwise. So thank you very much. Look at that, please. Let's manage time.
Thank you very much. Okay, call us now. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning, Uncle.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm Mickey Rose calling from the project.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. You see, I hate when people come to tell you we ourselves have to be blamed. The people also have to be blamed. In what sense? You see, leadership is instituted to give direction to the people and curb excesses. Curb people's behavior. Those who are wicked, you don't give them the opportunity to exercise. That is what is called leadership. Where it exists, you see, example, South Africa, because Zuma was the president, he came out and went to jail. That is where there's leadership. South Korea president, what we call the former president, as we speak now, is in jail with his family. That is where there's leadership. They came out to tell him, no, you can't live like that. If we fail here, we cannot come and be blaming the people. When Buhari came to power, most people immediately began to surrender their loot, thinking that it was the Buhari of 1994, 95, 96. When they now find out, read the body language and find out that it's business as usual, corruption started more than ever before. So the same thing we are seeing, you can't bring a corrupt person to change the country. There's corruption everywhere. So it is what's being from the head that will go to the tail. As we speak now, if, for example, government gives contract to a person, and then the person knows they could be contract, the person uses the money to settle all those who are supposed to be settled. Will the president tell us he did not know that Abeokuta road that I gave them contract to do, they've not done it till now? It's because they are using this for political gains. That is why we don't have leadership. So people should not come and be telling, blaming the people. What? Blaming us for what? Can the person come out this morning and say, Mr. President, come out of that place? You can't do it. So that is the point. Then talking of somebody who said we should ask state governor. Ask state governor. When this man removed subsidy, we all said no. This subsidy, this is the only thing we are benefiting as the people from the government. We know if you remove the corruption, you swallow it up. Then you say you are giving it to state governors, and they are all the ones that they be giving to them, what they need to do. That's why we are not interested in giving to governor anybody. Now they give it to them, they are doing the same thing with the same money. They are asking us to go and ask the governors. What do I go to? I'm from Anambra, so what will I tell my governor? What will I do to him? The president who is distributing the money, why not call them to account? Why not tell them, okay, the people must see the money I'm giving to you, so there is changes. Now let the people see it. It's just because they all are the same. They want to hold the nation to ransom, pretending they are doing something. That is just it. Look at all of them becoming to APC. What do you think is the motive? So that is it. It's not about the people. It's about our leaders. We have not got the right people that have conscience to give this country a direction. To give this country leadership. That is our problem, not the people.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Hello, good morning. Good morning to you.
We are doing a great job.
Thank you.
My name is John.
Okay.
So what I want to say is all these data boys that they hired to be telling us that preaching to us that Israel is not a Christian country and all this, as if we don't know what we are doing. So what I want to ask them first is that, so if you are fighting with somebody on the road and the person seems to be overpowering you, and then maybe you see a passerby who come to rescue you, will you wait to ask the religion of that person before you allow him to rescue you from the person who want to destroy you or want to kill you? You cannot ask. And then let's also say these people those that are suffering in the hands of kidnappers, all these parents that kidnappers are requesting for virgin to quench their thirst before they release their loved ones to them. If they have anybody who go in there, maybe try to rescue them, will they ask the person his religion before he allow them to rescue them out of that captivity? So whether Israel is Hindu or Jew or whatever is immaterial. So America and Israel are fighting on our behalf. So I'm a first caller anyway. Yesterday or thereabout, somebody came to the studio there. He was making bogus claims, just unsubstantiated claims, trying to
to say things that don't align. And then some people who don't reason, in 3D will run as serious things. So America are fighting our battle. We don't have capacity to fight. And I asked somebody, okay, you want to dispute America? Can you come with a superior argument? You see, America is lying that maybe Iran is reaching uranium or building a nuclear ballistics. Is a lie. Can you submit a superior argument to counter America? Well, who are you? What intelligence do you have? We cannot even see beyond our nose. We have not seen the Boko Haram that is hiding in our backyard forest here. America stay in US and see what is happening in Iran, and they move in there to rescue the world. And there's some people, they are giving data to stay here and write things that. It makes people think that where do these people belong? Are they against Nigeria? Are they against the world or what? We cannot help ourselves. The Boko Haram, we cannot help ourselves. America is helping to fight in Iran. They are helping to fight in help to fight in Afghanistan, Iraq, and so on and so forth. They are losing their men. They are precious soldiers. You think they are happy about it? What is this America want? Please, these people should allow us to hear what they should. This kind of narrative is not healthy for us. Please, thank you for this time you have granted me.
Thank you.
I appreciate so much.
Thank you very much. First time caller. Thank you. Okay, it's still Voice of the People at 90.3 FM, and the program is Front Page Review. Okay, so we're looking at the front pages of the national dailies and taking the stories from there. We also give room for people to tell us what is happening in their necks of the wood, whatever is happening in your situation, in your location. You can also tell us. That's how someone reported that a particular bus stop in this Lagos is having so many armed robbers who are having a field day, and they don't seem to have any problem doing whatever they're doing because they are not afraid of any security in that area. And it was calling on the security operatives or the security agencies to make sure they send their people there. Okay, so let's take some messages. Greetings to you, Nyamgul. This is from Prince Ayotek from Arena Market. I mourn for the fallen heroes. How are the mighty fallen? The gallant soldiers who died in battle field. My condolences goes to their families. I charge the intelligent officers to fish out the sponsors. How will the terrorists carry sophisticated weapon while the soldiers don't have the kind of weapon those elements have? Let Mr. President give the military the go-ahead. Okay. Why will war in Iran have effect in Nigeria's economy like the price of fuel that skyrocketed even though Nigeria is oil-producing nation? If federal government has price controls over goods and services such wouldn't have happened in the first place. Governor Alex Oti is doing well. I wish other governors will follow suit. Unlike the likes of Monday Okpebolo, the confused governor who has nothing to offer to Edomites. Only promises. Mr. President, 2 million votes, the worst governor in the country. I charge Mr. President to build refineries in the country because some top politicians have refineries outside the country. It's quite unfortunate that we are a backward nation on earth simply because those who have nothing to offer are in government. Okay, Prince Ayotek, thank you very much for your message. Steve Ikelu is saying Shegumi's latest outburst, or is it revelation, is unsettling for well-meaning Nigerians. If federal government is serious about fighting insurgency, let them dispute Gumi's statement or arrest him for blasphemy. May God bless Nigeria. Steve Ikelu from Maryland. In case you didn't know, Gumi granted an interview in which he was asked how he does what he does with the terrorists, and he said that, well, he doesn't do that alone. He doesn't even go to the terrorists alone. He goes with the army, police, and sometimes even takes some women with him, and that the government, according to him, knows every single terrorist by name and where they live. And this is something that is really worrisome for Nigerians. If the government does know, why is insurgency still, or why is terrorism still the way it is? And if the government doesn't know, let's see how they are going to dispute it. We have El Rufai still in detention. He said that the government has done X, Y, Z. He said that they were eavesdropping with the device that they have, and they picked him up. And so many people have been saying, okay, this is what he has been using to do this and that. The government is quick to pick him up. If Gumi has accused the government directly of knowing these terrorists, knowing their locations, and also being part of the negotiations whenever he wants to negotiate with these people, then the government has to come and explain to us. So if he's bold enough to say that, he wasn't even flinching. It was very relaxed, saying that the government knows these people and he does whatever he does in collaboration with the government. So government, let's hear your side of the story so that we can draw a conclusion. If you have these people's addresses and then you're crying that you want to fight terrorism and insurgency and insecurity in Nigeria, then you should just stop lying. If you don't want to fight it, just stop lying. It shouldn't be two evils at the same time. Not fighting them and then lying about it at the same time. It shouldn't be. But if you don't know anything about this, I think Nigerians are calling for the arrest of Gumi. And Nigerians will ask you, if you get a liver, try him. If he's sure for you, try him. And if the government doesn't do that, Nigerians will begin to believe that Gumi was right. Well, anyway, let's continue with some other messages that we have. This one is saying, good morning, Yamgul. Again, this government has displayed its lack of vision and foresight and has brought us into public odium through the diplomats that were rejected, especially in India. Today, they are thinking of evacuating Nigerian people in Iran when the war is almost over. What a leadership. It is now they are talking of CNG components deployment when the oil prices have started coming down. Politics is what they eat, breathe, and sleep on since inception till date, and it has dwarfed their reasoning on governance. May God have mercy on them. Osadebe Nwaje from Shasha. If the president can order the deployment of these things, that means these things were in the country. They are not importing them now. They were in the country. So my question is, why didn't he deploy them all this while until this time? Anyway, good morning, VOP. The last caller said the truth is Lioni police station at Ojoro. Every night they used to collect money from minibus. If you refuse, they will park you and be asking you for your particulars. My name is No Big Man in the bus stop. Okay, so he has just confirmed what the caller said. In one bus stop, the policemen are busy collecting money illegally, and they are holding arms, I'm sure. I don't know how the definition of armed robber does not include this kind of people. You're holding arms, you have the power to stop a vehicle, and then you must collect money. And then in the other bus stop, there are armed robbers that will also collect money from you if you stop. You see, so something should be done about the police. About this, police commissioner, whoever is in charge, please do something. Make sure your boys don't extort people anymore, and make sure that some of them are deployed to that bus stop where the armed robbers are having a field day. But let's just pause for a moment and do some business, and then bring down the tension a little bit. We're being joined in the house here by Chichomzi, who will talk to us about GADA for the next 5 minutes. And when we return, we conclude for the first part of this show. Stay with us. Okay, Chichomzi, good morning and welcome. Give us the update.
Good morning, Yamgo. Good morning, Nigerians. Good morning, Lagosians. Still, the social media platform where Sabi Social media platform with a difference. I can say that with my full chest. You know, this is Gather social media platform where people post and make money on a daily basis. They make a living out of this platform. And what is special about this platform, it doesn't ask you for it doesn't ask you for monetization before you start making money, but it offers you instant monetization. You know, just come in, post, check your wallet, your money is there, you withdraw to your local bank account. But now the owners of the platform has made it so easy for people to cash themselves out. This is just amazing. Post, generate your point, pay yourself. Last training, people were paying themselves. It was so fun. You need to see Ikeja was filled to the brim. And Alafia was filled to the brim. People were declaring drinks to people because they are feeling good, they are happy, they are making money. That is what we talk about. Unlike other social media platforms, we tell you to be monetized. So for people that don't know what is social media platform, we are talking about Facebook, Twitter, and all. These are social media platforms. So Gather is one of them. It's a new social media platform that came out last year, but we did the official launching last Saturday. So in Gather, there are a lot you can do. If you post, you make money. You share your link, you make money. You comment, you make money. Money is all around. Now, they are giving people a beautiful opportunity of partnering with them. Partner with Gather Social Media today, you won't regret it in the next 2 years. What do I mean by partnering? You buy their share. This share started appreciating January last year when we launched Gather. People bought this share with just 50 naira. Today, share is 40,000. And I will tell you for free that this share will get to 70 or 80,000 next week. I know why. And by the end of this year, this share will pass 300,000. So if you are buying at 40,000, you are still on gain. So don't miss it. Another important one is our digital asset. But before I go for the digital asset, I want to call my PA's number. I want to call my PA's number so that people will send message to her to book them for the training at Alafia on Friday and the Ikeja on Saturday. Please, Alaba people, there won't be training this week due to religious issues that I have to attend. Please, bear with me. Next week, we have the 3 centers. So my PS number is 081 60 65 39 56. Let me repeat it again. 081 60 65 39 56. Now, I want to use this opportunity to tell people to be differentiating between Ponzi and real business. You don't need a soothsayer to tell you that a social media platform is a real business, not Ponzi. And nobody is asking you for money, unless if you want to partner with them. That is your decision. Another important aspect of this platform is their digital assets. Their digital assets rose from less than a cent to more than 20 to 30 cents. And I want to tell you that if you buy these digital assets this week, because a lot of people sold last week, so the asset went down a little. When it goes down, you can buy more quantity. So this is a beautiful opportunity to buy this asset, more quantity of it. When you come for the training at Alafia, you are going to learn more about digital assets, our share, and the Gather social media platform. So the location now for Alafia is Sprinkle Bar Hotel, near YTK filling station, Alafia bus stop by Orire Maitu Road. Locate us there by 10 a.m. on Friday. No African time, please. 10 a.m. we are starting so that we could finish on time. Then on Saturday is Ikeja, 3 Okpebi Road, Sweet Sensation Building, Ikeja, Lagos. There is no other Sweet Sensation in Okpebi apart from that one. If you are coming from different locations, stop at Underbridge, enter Keke to Okpebi, Tell the Marwa that are dropping at Swiss station is by the road. 10 a.m. no African time, please. Right now. But if there is change in time, I will drop it in the banner. Okay. Now the number, my own personal number is 080 375
375
057
057
37
37
080
080
375
375
057
057
37.
37.
Please book me to my WhatsApp. This is my WhatsApp number. Don't call. Book me. I prefer it. I will drop you the banner for the location. Those that dropped yesterday, don't worry, you get it before the time. 080 375 057 37. Good morning, remain blessed.
Remain blessed too. So let's go back to the headlines now. It's still the voice of the people, 90.3 FM, and it's the front page review. My name is Nyamgul Agaji. Nyamgul is spelled N-Y-A-M-G-U-L. N as in Nigeria, Y as in yam, A as in apple, okay, M as in money, G as in good, U as ultimate, and then L as, lovely. Okay, so N-Y-A-M-G-U-L, that's Nyamgul. That's how my name is called, Nyamgul. It's just a simple name, so learn to call it. It's been months now we've been together, so call me Nyamgul. Okay, so going back to the messages now, there are so many that have come in the course of our talking and all that. We have this message. There's so many from AB from Ekpe. Okay, let me just take one of them. There's so many. What we do not understand is that there is difference between 1, infrastructure economy, 2, consumption economy. Most of us are only talking about consumption economy, which is a petty and baby brainer. After eating, you go and empty it in the toilet. That's all. But infrastructure economy is lasting and very tangible. For years, you would still be seeing the gains of infrastructure. Infrastructure would make industry thrive. Before the Industrial Revolution of the European industrial era, they had the infrastructure rejig of inventors like Thomas Edison, Michael Faraday, Alessandro Volta, Nikola Tesla, Alexander Graham Bell, Henry Ford, and the Bright brothers Orville with Wilbur Bright. This is what Jagaban is doing. Roads, oil fields, etc. It's for the future. Posterity and legacy suffice. AB from Ekwe. Thank you, AB, for your message this morning. Okay, let's take this call. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
You have Mr. Mba.
Mr. Mba, go right ahead.
I've been trying this line. I said Nyako could not pick my call today. But thank God they are picking it.
Yes, I have.
Nyako,
Yes, sir.
what is happening in Nigeria? Insecurity. Just like the man who caused criticizing President Trump and America. Please, this kind of set of people, they don't think at all before they came to social media or radio to criticize a girlfriend. I want to ask him, he said that he's a Christian because he sleeps and wake up. What about Christianity in the north? I didn't think that this kind of person are in the part of the north. I don't think he can come to radio stations to say this kind of a thing. I didn't think that this person is part of Benue, Southern Kaduna, and other northern parts that are being chased away because of terrorism in their own assistance home. This person cannot say this thing. If not Trump, America, and Israel, this Christianity is practicing today, it could have been in Rome. It could have maybe been in the other religion. But this kind of person cannot appreciate it. That's what is happening in Nigeria. If your government fail the people, fail the country, why what do you think that other countries like America, who are the world power, will do? If your country in Nigeria, your government is doing well, will America come to Nigeria? Why would America not go to the Japan? Why would America not go to the UK? Why would America not go to Saudi Arabia? But you are blaming America because your government has failed. People are being slaughtering like a cow, animals every day. And this kind of person, call radio station, blaming America. Imagine what is happening in your own backyard here. Northern state, northern region here. People have been massacred, they be blessed girls, children, mother, president's woman have been on. Our mother cannot go to farm in their own assistance land. Are you blaming America that came to save you? If your government will save you, why would America leave all the way from America, come to Nigeria now, try to have base? If your country, if your government is doing well, is it not because of fail of government that bring the interest of America to this country? This person should ask, with this all thing happening in Nigeria today, look at the fight in the US, Israel and Iran. Nigeria increased fuel immediately.
Please wrap.
I want to ask, please, some other Nigeria who are voting, does it mean that Nigeria is only producing country with this kind of happening in Nigeria? And this kind of person will call a station, and America will forget tomorrow. You blame America. Okay. We have fuel. We can't even see the benefit of fuel we have.
Okay. Thank you very much for standing by. I just needed to cut you short. Our time is up. We're taking a break from the first half of this show. We'll return at 10:30. Do bear with us. We're hoping that you're going to still be there. My name is Nyamgul Agaji. See you at the second half.